The Tennessee Titans are at home for Monday Night Football this week, taking on the red-hot Buffalo Bills. Coming off a huge Sunday night win over the Chiefs, the Bills now the latest team to wear the favorites crown in the AFC.
Off the fake, throws, touchdown!
Josh Allen made a huge statement in his win over Patrick Mahomes, outplaying him to the tune of 3 TDs, no picks, 315 yards, rating a tick under 140, yards per attempt over 12.
Back him up, throwing deep downfield, and reaching, making the grab again!
Allen has put himself back in the MVP convo, 12 TDs now, just 2 picks, 3 straight games with a 100-plus rating.
Off the fake, stepping up, fires, caught wide open.
And it's no longer the Stephon Diggs show anymore either. Allen has been finding plenty of other guys in big moments.
Flushed out, directs traffic, fires it wide open, is Knox! Deep throw, and it is hauled in for the touchdown. They back up, and Allen hangs in the pocket. Deep downfield, getting free is Diggs.
So bring on Tennessee, whose defense allowed Trevor Lawrence to throw for over 270 yards and allowed a rating over 90 to him.
He throws to his right, passes complete to his right, leaping grab by Marvin Jones.
Their numbers on the year against the pass in the average range.
They toss to the back of the end zone, caught!
Harold Landry is at least providing them some help up front. He picked up 2 sacks last week, has 4.5 on the year now.
He's in trouble, and he is wrapped up and taken down from behind.
Can he drag down Allen? KC didn't and only hit him once. And part of the reason, of course, he's hard to take down is he will take off, which he did plenty in Week 6.
Beats it again, and Allen takes it into the end zone.
The ground game will likely be the focus when the Titans have the ball, though. Derrick Henry, 3 more TDs on the ground last week, 4.5 a carry, 130 yards.
Runs right through the middle, into the end zone like a torpedo.
That's 4 straight games for him, over triple digits, all 4 over 4 yards per carry, blah, blah, blah. You know his MO by now, and he's living up to it.
Dives toward the goal line, touchdown Tennessee.
The Bills didn't play the run great last week, but it was mostly Patrick Mahomes that got them.
Mahomes is going to take off, plenty of room to roam.
They have played ground games tougher in their first 4 games, though.
Get around the corner, taken down, what a tackle.
Ryan Tannehill is a QB that can get teams with his legs.
Tannehill can run it himself. Tannehill's going to have the first down.
And as for his arm, he knows how to use that too. And he used it last week the way he does a lot, which is to say efficiently. A TD, no picks, a rating over 100.
And a wide open tight end at the 5-yard line. It's Michael Pruitt.
He did that without Julio Jones, but he did at least get A.J. Brown back.
Tannehill underneath has A.J. Brown. Brown has room inside the 10, the 5.
This is where it gets tough, though, for Tennessee. The pass defense they face, the best in the NFL.
Mahomes has that one picked.
And if there were any doubts about that, just look at how they took care of Patrick Mahomes last week.
And that pass is intercepted. Micah Hyde's going to take it to the end zone.
The Bills' pass rush is very much a part of how they're getting it done. Top 10 in sacks, top 5 in pressure percentage.
It's taken out from behind.
And that could represent a significant mismatch for the Titans' O-line. 3 more sacks allowed last week. No team has allowed their signal caller to get blown up more this year.
Trouble, Tannehill's going down.
If that happens again, someone will inevitably drop a "sounds like someone has a case of the moon days" on him. Anyone ever say that to you at work? No, man, no. Well, that's neither here nor there. Hard to have a case of the moon days when we have Monday Night Football to look forward to, so let's see the predictions. Get those into the comments section. We'll get ours on the screen. No, man, I believe you'd get your eye kicked saying something like that. The Seattle Seahawks fly off to Pittsburgh this week, their wings clipped a bit, to take on the Steelers, who may want to have NFL Network's Kyle Brandt deliver a pregame speech every week to Big Ben.
Time in the pocket, and able to complete it. There's Chase Claypool.
Roethlisberger broke out of his slump, 2 TDs, 120.9 rating, and maybe most importantly, his yards per attempt over 10.
Now Roethlisberger's going to air it out, and it's caught in stride.
Mapletron. He was sticky, icky, as Snoop might put it. Chase Claypool, a star in the making.
And look at the stiff arm in your face.
And how about a little pass protection for you? Only 1 sack allowed to the Broncos and Von Miller, and only 2 QB hits taken.
Roethlisberger going for the end zone. Touchdown, Chase Claypool.
And they keep it rolling. Seattle's pass rush only sacked Matthew Stafford once and only hit him 3 times. Their pressure percentage this season on the south side of average.
A lot of space, a lot of field there in the middle.
And without help from their front, the Hawks secondary has struggled. Gave up over 360 yards to Stafford, rating near 100, and overall they've allowed a plus 100 rating, over 300 yards per game allowed, and over 8 yards per attempt.
Soft coverage and a mismatch with him on Jamal Adams.
Rush defense has been as much an issue with Seattle as its pass D has been. Gave up 4.8 yards per run to Darrell Henderson last week, 4.5 per haul allowed on the year.
Henderson, we've seen him kind of weave his way through that defense a couple times.
And that could set up Najee Harris for a nice little afternoon. Harris had his best day by far as a runner, his first 100-plus rush yard game of his career.
Najee Harris lowering the shoulder.
So Seattle better be able to do something offensively, and their offense now is in the hands of Geno Smith. Smith, of course, taking over last week after Russell Wilson hurt his finger.
That right middle finger is the issue.
So it's the Geno show for the next month or so, and it's a show that didn't start off too bad.
Yeah, now Geno's starting to cook.
Smith came in and gave the Rams a scare, taking them down the field twice in a row against the vaunted LA defense.
Disley inside the 25.
Smith used his legs a little.
For a guy to be able to come in off the bench in these types of games and play at a high level.
And he wasn't sacked at all, whereas Wilson had been sacked a couple more times before leaving the game. So plenty to point to for 12s who are the half-glass full types.
End zone, Metcalf, touchdown!
Glass half-empty types, though, are going to say throw wrenches at Smith all week. You know, if he can dodge a wrench, then maybe he could dodge Pittsburgh's pass rush. Good luck.
Bridgewater, pressured, Bridgewater all the way back at the 20, Devin Bush gets him.
If he can dodge it, though, he may be able to do a little something. The Steelers allowed 2 TD passes to Teddy Bridgewater last week. Their numbers against the pass aren't stellar.
Air this thing out, he's got him! Touchdown! Diving catch, Cortland Sutton!
That means DK Metcalf could keep it going as lead man in Seattle's passing offense, and he was an equal opportunity receiver last week, hauling in a TD from Smith and Wilson.
There it is! Touchdown, Metcalf!
Tyler Lockett, though, had another quiet game. They threw to him 10 times, only 5 catches.
Broken up and picked off.
Here's an X factor in this game. Seattle's defense has held its own on 3rd down this season despite all their issues on D.
Stafford throws for Jackson. Incomplete.
Pittsburgh had struggled on 3rd down offensively, but last week made some strides on that front.
There's another 3rd down completion.
This feels like a teeter-totter game. Steelers having just shoved their way off the ground, the Seahawks now heading down to it and hoping to reverse course. So, who do you think ends up in the air after this one? Let us know in the comments section, with some scores of course, which we have too.